shoelaces for going to the win. They went for it all. Michigan wins.
A 6'5", 303-pound fifth-year senior, Chris Wormley is a rare specimen. If he starts at defensive end this season, he'd be the heaviest defensive end Michigan has ever had. However, the talk is that Wormley will move inside to defensive tackle this fall, paving the way for five-star phenom Rashawn Gary to play off the edge opposite senior Taco Charlton. Woodley's peaking going into his final season Wolverine. After a sophomore campaign in which he had 5 tackles for loss and 3 sacks, the Toledo native recorded 14.5 tackles for loss and 6.5 sacks in 2015. And the offseason hubbub was that he could challenge the single-season sack record of 12, held by David Bowens in 1996 and Lamar Woodley in 2006. Wormley is already in the record books of sorts. His 7 tackles for loss last season against Utah, Oregon State, and UNLV represent the second most ever tallied by a Wolverine in the first 3 games of a season, and is the best mark ever by a defensive lineman. Only linebacker Sean Crable had more in a 3-game start, notching 8 tackles for loss en route to a single-season record of 28.5 in 2007. Wormley also finished his junior season very strong, with 2.5 stops behind the line of scrimmage in Michigan's blowout win over Florida in the Citrus Bowl. So who does Wormley most compare to going into his senior year? We looked at this. Maybe Josh Williams, who was an early star with 11 tackles for loss and 7 sacks as a redshirt sophomore on Michigan's 1997 national championship team. Williams was 6'3", 279 pounds, and played mostly defensive tackle, though he did have the versatility to go outside on a few occasions. How about Woodley? Woodley had 32 tackles for loss and 12 sacks going into his senior season, while Wormley has 24 stops behind the line of scrimmage and 12 sacks going into his senior year. Woodley, 6'2", 269 pounds, was named the best defensive lineman in the country as a senior in 2006, winning the Ted Hendricks Award, while earning first-team All-American honors. If Wormley were to have similar success to Woodley, Michigan would be ecstatic. But with Wormley moving inside, one former Wolverine stands out to us, Alan Branch. Branch was a part of that 2006 Michigan defense, and while Woodley commanded attention on the outside, Branch, at 6'6", 331 pounds, and with a quick first step, was a force in the middle of the defensive line. Branch unfortunately left Ann Arbor after his junior year for the NFL, leaving so many Maize and Blue fans wondering what might have been if he came back in 2007. We won't have that issue with Wormley. Relying on power and strength, solid technique, and a quicker burst at the snap than he's given credit for, Wormley could offer Michigan fans the senior season they never experienced with Alan Branch.